Hello friends and welcome. It's Robert joining you again here in rural, tough word for me to say, the country of Iowa with our grandkids. So my power thought for the day is a really fun story, and it's tied to a verse out of the good book. The story is about two frogs, but the verse is, without vision, we perish. Without a vision, without a dream, we perish. So picture two frogs. They're hopping through the barnyard. And one frog says to the other one, "My goodness, do you smell it?" The other one says, "Yeah, I do." They hop over to the barn, and there is a warm bucket, a brand new bucket, nice polished sides, of warm milk. So they can't stand it. They hop up into the bucket, kerplunk, splash into the milk. Man, they're in frog heaven. They drink up to their heart's content. Their stomachs are full of warm milk. They kick back and they rest for a little bit. Then they realize, they kind of come to after a little nap, and they realize that the bucket is pretty deep, and they had drunk so much milk they got below the point where they could easily jump out of the water. See, it's a brand new bucket. So they start struggling. They start jumping up, and they can't make it. Slide back down, jump up, slide back down, jump and slide back down the bucket. And they do this for actually a couple of hours, and they roll back over. They're exhausted. They just can't do it. But you know, the one frog, he has a crystal clear vision of his family back at home, back in the village. He has a big, long life ahead of him. He has so many dreams and so many journeys. He wants to be there for his kids and his grand frogs. And, you know, he has the vision. He knows he can do it. The other frog isn't so sure. The other frog, just all he sees is slick walls of the bucket. He can't really see past the obstacle or past the challenge right in front of him, where the other frog can really see past. He has the dream. He knows with perseverance and staying on track, he can find a way out of the bucket. Well, this goes on, finally into the night, and finally the other little frog just can't go on. And he begins to sink under the water. The other frog reaches down, pulls him up. "Can't you see it? Don't you got the dream?" And the other frog says, "No, I don't," you know. And he perishes. And the other frog, by the way, his name is Fred. The other frog, Fred, just keeps on. He has the dream. He keeps on swimming and swimming and treading and jumping and trying. And he just knows that given time, something's going to happen. He's going to make it. So finally, hours and hours, the whole day comes around, and he just can't go on anymore. And he has the dream, but his little body is aching and he's cramping, and he starts sinking into the milk, and he feels something solid. Sure enough, he pushes off. He had made butter. He had swam and swam and swam so long, and he persevered and had the vision, had the dream. He sprang out of the bucket, no problem, hopped over to his village, reunited with his family, and he had a long, prosperous life, full of adventures and full of dreams he accomplished and lives he impacted. And he saw his grand frogs come to, live their lives. The moral of the story is, keep paddling. Because eventually you'll find a way, and you can transform your environment to reach your dreams and reach your goals. So be Fred. Thanks, guys. Have an amazing day. Keep the dream alive and persevere. Thank you.